Will teachers be replaced?
No, they are not going to be redundant. The factor is...
Hello, you wonderful teachers. Welcome to the staff room. Today I feel twice blessed. You know what? I'm in Jamia Millia campus, the alma mater from where I pursued my PhD in education and subsequently taught as a visiting faculty for a couple of years. Today, I am fortunate to have Professor Jessie Abraham as my guest, and supervisor for her PhD was Professor Najma Amin. She was my supervisor too. So it is a combined tribute to the guiding force behind us. So ma'am, it's a great pleasure to have you in our channel, and with your wealth of information, I'm sure all our viewers are going to benefit. So ma'am, a hearty welcome to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Leta, for this opportunity to come to your YouTube channel, which you have started for the benefit of the teachers.
Yes.
I congratulate you for starting such an initiative in the YouTube for teacher education, for teachers as such. And your experience in the field of teacher education and education should benefit many more people. So our sincere best wishes. As you are from Jamia's Faculty of Education, we are really honored and privileged that you are coming to us for an interview and asking us about different areas of interest. So maybe this will benefit many people who are in the field of education. Therefore, I am very happy about it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for the kind words. And I assure you viewers that we are definitely going to benefit from this interaction. So to introduce ma'am, Jessie Abraham is a very, very well-known figure, especially in the field of teacher education. Her career path, if you say, has been very steady from lecturer in education. Today she is the professor and head of the Department of Teacher Training and Non-Formal Education. Her specialization, I think, includes education psychology, education technology, integration of ICT, and of teaching of sciences. And if I have to talk about her achievements and accolades, I think I may need the whole episode for that matter. So briefly, I would tell you that ma'am is in the advisory committee for Jamia Millia, for IGNU, for Indraprastha University, the list goes on. And she has been training, and her PhD students, I think more than 26 students have been awarded so far. About her publication too, many of her research papers have been published in national and international journals, authored books to her credit. And apart from this, her brilliance has been awarded right from, I think, her postgraduate days. And she continues to contribute and doing a dedicated job in this field of education. And since this interaction is all for the teachers, by the teachers, and I think we will go a long way in this. Thank you, ma'am. Since I talked about your journey, please tell us more about what motivated you especially to be in this and, continuing to serve here.
Very good question. Thank you very much for this question as such. When I look back, I should be honest in saying that soon after my MSc in Home Science from Sri Avinashlingam Home Science College, Coimbatore, where I was one of the toppers of that MSc program, and I was offered the teaching job there. One post was offered to me. At that time, I ran away from teaching. I said, oh, I cannot teach. And I went over to CMC Vellore to work as a dietitian. And there, to my great surprise, the chief dietitian in the dietary department gave me assignment of teaching. And I was very upset about the fact that I have to teach. And I said, ma'am, I cannot teach and all those things. And ma'am said, you go and teach, I'll see. And I went, the next day, I went to the classroom. It was having more than 100 students. And I started off and I finished my class and came out. And ma'am also was sitting at the back. She came outside and said, you are a born teacher, don't worry. Yeah, and then onwards, I got confidence. I was there for only 6 months. Later on, I took a break of about 4 years, and then I did B.Ed from University of Kerala. And then at the time of doing B.Ed, I frankly did not think about M.Ed. It was along with the family, I was taking this thing of studying B.Ed, and it was really a challenging task. And but in the B.Ed, I was one of the toppers there also. So I had that time there was no entrance exam. It was just merit. So I got into M.Ed program of the University of Kerala. Again, I was the second rank holder of the program in M.Ed. But along with the M.Ed, I did clear the NET and JRF. So when my husband was transferred to Delhi, I got into PhD program in Jamia's Department of Education. Now it is called Department of Educational Studies, under the guidance of Professor Najma Amin, and also co-supervisor was Professor Asha Bhatnagar from NCERT. When an opportunity came, I came up in Lady Irwin College. I joined there, and there I had taught for about 4 years. Another vacancy came up in Jamia, so I applied. I was very reluctant to apply, thinking that they may not consider me because I am a South Indian and all those things, but they were kind enough to consider me. And my journey from the Jamia IAC started from 2002 onwards. So I was appointed as a lecturer in home science education. And then in 2006, I applied and became a reader in service education. And then I became, after that 2006, the guidelines came, and soon after my appointment as reader, the guidelines came. And then I became associate professor, and then I became professor by God's grace. And here at that time, there was this Intel Teach to the Future program was going on, and where I got the opportunity to get involved into integration of technology. And there I got one national award also in integration of technology.
Really?
So that was one thing. And actually Lady Irwin helped me to learn about technology to begin with. And here when I came, I got the opportunity to further grow in the area. And that is how I have this ICT.
This is so very relevant now because we are talking about AI and ICT integration,
yes.
and all that.
All that. So in Lady Irwin, when I joined in 1996, Dr. Bajaj asked me, Jessie, do you know how to use computers? Then I said, ma'am, I have a computer at home, but I never use it. I don't like it. Something like this. Because at that time, computers were not this user-friendly. We had to remember so many commands. Then ma'am asked me to study computers, and I was enrolled in the computer science in Lady Irwin College. And so I studied there and I got techno-savvy. And I was able to use it for many of my career path. And ma'am was true in saying that if you don't learn computers, you will be lagging behind one day from among others.
Yeah.
So that is the thing which
it's happening now.
Yeah. So that helped me at that time and later on.
Such a wonderful journey, ma'am. And I, when you see saying no to teaching and now totally embracing teaching and doing so well in that, that's really a wonderful thing. So ma'am, you said you joined around 2002, and now so many changes must have happened. Like you must have taught many batches by now. So what is the paradigm shift that you see from that time to now?
Yes. When I think back, the teaching at that time and teaching at this time, at this point of time, has many differences. Yeah. One of the prominent things that has happened now in the field of teacher education itself is At that time, even after MSc, and you can join B.Ed and start like that. Now here, you have to decide at the time of plus 2 itself. You have to, if you want to enter into teaching profession, and then there is this BA, B.Ed and BSc B.Ed, BCom EA. That is the ITEP program which has come up. It's a major change which has come up in India. When we look into international scenario, already in other countries, they have these kind of 4-year integrated kind of teacher education programs. In India, the difference is levels are different, and the qualification also accordingly we are not being paid. That is maybe another change is going to come. That's one of the major things.
B.Ed used to be 1 year,
and
then
now
it became 2 years,
and now it's going to be. Now the thing is, NEP 2020, we have 3 different types of B.Ed coming up. One is the 1-year B.Ed, that is for all those who have done 4-year integrated bachelor's honors people. And then we have the 2-year B.Ed, which will continue for others who complete with 3-year graduation and come. And there will be this 4-year integrated program for all those who would come after plus 2.
This is the ITEP,
Integrated Teacher Education Program.
This is 4 years of subject plus.
Yes. It has about 160 credits which is required. Out of that, about 64, some major chunk is for the discipline, where whatever you are trying to say, and rest of them are from education. So education, there is a curriculum framework provided by the NCTE, which is the regulatory agency, which actually gives us permission to start ITEP. And we also in Jamia has applied for it. If we get permission, we'll be starting it. And already CIE, Indira Gandhi Open University is also running, and IP University is also running in Delhi, ITEP, and other places in Kerala also they have started ITEP. So it is going to be there definitely. But the adaptation might take little bit time, because people like me, I said, at the time of masters also, I was not prepared to be a teacher. So now you are expecting the graduate to be, plus 2 level itself to decide. But no, time has changed. Now the time has changed in the sense that our children at that time and the children at this time are different. We cannot be equally thinking. They have more exposure because of the internet and other YouTube videos and other things. For about every career opportunity, lots of understanding is there among the children. And information available. And also there is career counseling and other opportunities which give them a clear picture about their aptitude, abilities, and the courses that they can take up. When I think back, yes, the teacher in me was not made one day. It was through all these years which happened to be. And then the only thing is, I never thought that I can be a teacher also. I used to keep all my teachers in a high pedestal, and I used to be awestruck by the fact that, oh, teacher, how can I be a teacher? I used to think. I also told
now that is lacking, ma'am. Teachers themselves are not feeling motivated. So my main objective through this channel is to tell them that you are great. We have to celebrate this profession.
Right. That is true. I think many of my B.Ed students have told me that when they are working, my class was the most liked one, and they said I inspire them. They went for the masters.
You were very popular.
I think there are so many people who are more, talented, or maybe more capable. The only difference is we got certain chances, opportunity to be in the right place at the right time, and got into. Maybe when I applied to Jamia for home science, for instance, there was no competition, and in home science they were not able to get a correct person. So like that. So if I had taken another subject, maybe it would have been difficult. And Jamia from 2002, I'm teaching here. B.Ed means 200 students. So many thousands of students I have taught, and if I go to any school around, I will have one or more teacher who was my student.
So, ma'am, talking of ITEP, there was one query from my friend. She has done post-graduation in botany, and then B.Ed, M.Ed and NET in education. So if she has to pursue PhD, should she go for botany or education?
See, it depends on what she wants to teach. If she wants to teach botany, then she should go for a PhD in botany.
For SCRT, she is trying for diet.
SCRT is education. There she should go for a PhD in education.
Okay. So that was a special query from her. And
thank you. So UGC regulation you have to refer to.
Thank you, ma'am, for that. And I think your main paper is child development and growing up. I think now the nomenclature is changed.
Changed to child development, learning and teaching.
So do you think that it's very important that teachers and aspiring teachers should understand the child?
Yeah, that is true. Earlier also, I think there used to be a paper which is called as educational psychology.
Yeah, in my time it was psychology.
Educational psychology. So earlier it was considered that we should know about psychology, theories of psychology, methods of psychology, and even practicum in psychology, so that you are prepared to become a teacher. Now, what has happened in the field of education itself, all over the world also, globally also, from the thrust on behaviorism, we move to constructivism, where the learning is to be situated in the particular context of the learner. So there, the psychology is one of the aspects. There are sociological, anthropological, and other aspects of the child. A child is a product of a society, a person who is going to be contributing as a productive member in a society. So we have to, earlier we used to think we have to shape the behavior, we have to reinforce, we have to do accordingly. Now we have realized all that is okay, but we need to actually mentally, the mindset, that thing has to come from where understanding about the socio-economic and cultural perspectives, context of the person. So that way the paper is now called as Child Development, Learning and Teaching. So we are talking about human, that ecology of the child.
And each child is unique.
Yes.
And the needs are different.
Yes, there is this micro, meso, exo, all those kind of system which is acting on the child.
Ma'am, I too have contributed for, curriculum material for IGNOU in these things. I'm always fascinated by how a child grows. Each phase, I think, is very intriguing and very fascinating.
Yes, that is true.
So a teacher must, understand the child
and the psychology of the child in a different way also. The background, the intention, why the behavior is so, why this is important. Now, earlier we used to have the kind of a rod or something to shape or something. Now you are trying to manipulate the behavior.
Yes.
You have to understand why this child is learning or doing like this. How can I shape his behavior appropriately? Here we are not actually using any kind of punishment, rather than trying to understand the motive of the child and how the child can be helped. So the understanding about the human being, which is more broader, more intense, in-depth nowadays, is actually putting in the...
Very true. I think you have given us the gist of what it is all about, learning and teaching. And ma'am, about this, I would like to ask, NCFT, what is the status, NCF?
Yes, for curriculum framework for teacher education is already there. The draft was there, you must have seen. And now it is legally, it is available in the public domain, I think, for them.
So ma'am, what is the thrust area, I must say? Is it aligned to NCF and change?
It is aligned with NCF.
Any major change, ma'am? I think that practicum number, I think, has increased.
Yes.
The hours of teaching.
Teaching and the curriculum framework is in alignment with the ITEP regulation and all those things. and they have added Indian knowledge system and all those things, components. Environment is compulsory for all the people, and we should teach them. Yoga and other things are also there. Please refer to that. There are specifics about what are there, which I'm not having in front of me to say. But one thing you should know,
integrating 21st century skills, I think.
21st century skills, and also they have given 3 levels. The novice teacher, that one you should. The initial teaching level is the novice teacher. Then I think the expert teacher after experience, and there is the professional teacher, and there is a mentoring. Mentoring is also integrated there. So here we should understand that
this very new thing, I think.
that you should see. There is a graph, diagram, all those things, how the progression is to be given. This particular concept where a teacher is entering into a particular grade and that person is retiring at that level. No. Here the possibility of growing within that level is also given, which should be encouraged, because that is something which you said the motivation is missing.
Yes.
Here you are moving, you are mentoring the younger ones, and like that, there is a possibility of growth. That is also a good thing. And the scenario is going to be more demanding because of few things. One, the future is there for AI and other things. So AI will not...
teachers be replaced?
No, they are not going to be redundant. The factor is whether you are able to use technology appropriately. Like my mentor, Dr. Bajaj told me, if you do not use technology, you will be lagging behind. The same thing stands valid today. If you are not using technology, if you don't learn about what are the latest inputs, learning tools, web tools, etc., you will be lagging behind. It is not that they are going to take away your chance. You are not able to adequately use the provisions of the scenario. That is a major concern. That is one thing. And in the evaluation even,
I was about to ask about assessment.
Assessment even. The changes are going to have now open book examination.
The formative assessment.
Yes, formative assessment is going to take different turns, and we are going to have, on-demand exam, and such things are possible with the help of technology. And nowadays, open book exam also is possible. And because the technology and other inputs are helping us to ask in-depth questions rather than superficial memory-oriented questions, it's going to be
memorization. We have come a long way.
Yes. Application level questions.
Will it be practical in schools to do this portfolio assessment?
Yeah, we already started. We have already started portfolio assessment.
In schools?
Yeah, in schools. So
HPC is also new, right?
Right.
360 degree of the
so that means all different aspects of dimensions of personality is going to be assessed. It's not just the subject matter knowledge, but also the temperament, attitude, interest, so many other aspects come into picture. Already CBSE in its non-scholastic, that co-scholastic component is
already there. But and now we are
going to have portfolio assessment, which is actually made possible because of the technological intervention also, because digitally you scan and add, upload and have the portfolio there.
Everything
in place.
Data can be stored and retrieved
and it can be passed on to the next teacher also, and next teacher, so that you can have a complete picture there.
So much, we have advanced so much, but miles to go, I must say.
Yes. Teacher education, training, all these things should actually gather momentum according to the requirement of the day.
So much of information. I am very sure my viewers would definitely have benefited from this interaction. Meanwhile, I will ask ma'am to share if you have any special anecdote to tell our viewers, our teachers, or any message to them, ma'am. Any particular message?
No, I am so grateful to all the people, all the teachers, because they are in a very noble profession, the noblest profession I should say, shaping the future of the country. whatever they do, they should do sincerely. That's my sincere best wishes for this. As teachers, we should help them the learning points. We should understand the teachable moments. We should encourage them. And the minute difficulties of the learner should be addressed so that they also feel that we are on the same page, our teacher is understanding, and because they love you, they will love you the subject also. That kind of inner kind of motivation should be there. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So once again, before signing off, I would like you to subscribe, comment, and please share if you have any queries. We will be only glad to take it forward. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for giving me this time.